quickly as possible on Clockwork. Otherwise, he's very underwhelming.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing, it's once Venno gets his levels and whatever in the jungle, he's just going to go, but top lane.
This might be a first blood attempt. Telekinesis, there's the pounce. There's going to be the bounce as well. It's an easy kill. They get the bounce back coming in from EGM. Nicely done. The cast goes through. Loda will draw first blood.
And that's just a perfect rotation.
Yeah. Universe is going to TP back up. He is, of course, still level 2 now. Last hit wise, he's sitting only one last hit. 3, of course, denies going his way, but the Slardar on the other side should be doing pretty well. Another telekinesis go. There's the pounce up again. The Dark Pact will be there. Cask is ready. It should be Maldic. Good cog pushback. Does he have the mana for it? EGM coming with a couple of right clicks. Universe might be able to make it, but no. The Fairy Fire. 2 more auto attacks. The Maldic will do the job. EGM is able to bring him down.
Just like that. Universe, 2 quick deaths. I think the biggest thing, though, it's creating space.
He's lower than the sports. It's very early on in the game, obviously, but
yeah, I think once you get your first rotation from the Venno, he's going to create some space for you, and then he's just going to TP around to the open lane, try to get a 6, and he's dependent on Zai, who's actually top now. Look at.
Well, he's going to use his Gale. There's going to be a telekinesis followed up by the Maldic pounce. Dark Pack should be coming in. The cast comes through. Zai gets at least one more Plague Ward down. The body blocks from Hanskin are there. The cog pushback not in time, and he can't quite get around either, so Zai will fall.
Are they just underestimating 2 stuns? And he just has to be extremely careful. He's not 6 yet. He's like 1 or 2 creeps. He's like, okay, I'll just sit back. I don't need the CS, but once I get that, I shouldn't die unless it's to Venno Wolf.
Well, he's even going to go in on Zai. They actually pop off the cask, of course. They get off the pounce, and Loda will find the kill. There's the Poison Nova, but Loda's able to heal up. He's got, of course, his ultimate healing and back up the passive, and of course, the Buddha Restoration, so huge for that kill. Again, it's another death in that top lane. All 4 of them had come up there.
They're just throwing bodies at the top. They take the tower. They're like, we'll just keep going.
Yeah.
Whatever.
They clearly don't mind.
They're making space. I mean, Arteezy, Sumail, obviously the carries, the playmakers, and I mean, they haven't been disturbed really at all. Timbersaw's doing a good job middle. Bottom.
Jonas, Sunstrike's going to come out as well, and they will find that kill almost instantly. Arteezy going to back up. Here comes Limp, rotating in. Chakram is there. Hanskin maybe looking for a telekinesis. Can't find anything, though, back here. He still has that Dark Pact ready to go. He wants this tower. The deny not there in time. Meanwhile, Dark Pact, he gets out. Telekinesis. The Golem was about to go, but not in time. As Crit couldn't quite get that R button pressed down, and Loda will TP out.
Yeah, I think he's like, should I commit the rock or should I save it for a fight? That would have been, what, 1 kill, but a hook shot comes in, and uh-oh.
First hook shot, Sunstrike connection. Jonas gets off the Slithering Crest, trying to get his way up, but the Battery Assault keeping him there. 18 HP, but he will end up falling as Sumail gets the job done from the low ground. The auto attack doing the job.
Yep. That's insane. Look at those Clockwork games for years.
But we'll see if he can get out if there's a hook shot that comes through. They'll find him farming this creep wave, or excuse me, this creep camp. Limp's been spotted. Timber Chain. There's the flare. Hook shot going. Limp. He'll get caught. Battery Assault will be next, followed up with the cog. Sunstrike. Great Gale. The Battery Assault stops him, forbidding him to get out with that Timber Chain. It's more than enough damage, and they bring down that Timber Saw.
Yep. Shadowblade is up on Loda now.
Now he pops it off for the extra move speed. They might not be able to catch him here. However, EGM nearby. The cask will just bounce through. They do get the spell steal. It's Forge Spirits. But they break off pursuit because guess what? Everyone from EG is coming in. The Sunstrike finds it beautifully. Oh, man. Sumail just finds another easy pick off, and now it's top tier. Just doing his own thing from time to time. You look at where EG are situated now. Loda, he's doing well in terms of farm, but like you said, he needs to get those kills. He was looking for it bottom, but Sumail's able to back up. Hook shot mid. There's going to be Sunstrike as well, and Hanskin almost certainly dead. Not the easiest game for Rubik here.
This is rough. They just have so much vision. They have the vision here. The Clockwork shooting out. You have 2 global spells.
Just efficiency, honestly.
More. We still haven't seen a rock. This is one of those few times like, oh, we haven't seen a rock. Why are they losing? And like, oh, we haven't seen a rock. How are they winning?
Yeah, there's not been a single Golem cast. There's been 1 Poison Nova, a couple of hook shots. For Alliance's side, we've not really seen much out of them either. Limp's not really been involved in a fight.
This is just pure efficiency from EG.
They're taking control of the map as 5. They're moving together. They're taking all the objectives, everything they need. Now Limp does have his Bloodstone. They're getting some items.
It's not bad.
That's pretty good considering how this game has gone for Alliance. Hook shot in initiation all the way back line. They'll find 1 Golem. Good cog push. They will find Limp. He's going to get battery assaulted. They even have the Blade Mail for Universe. Not even needed. Dead for 10. Of course, that Bloodstone already losing some charges. 6 seconds for him to respawn. Meanwhile, the Golem doing some work. They use the Glyph. There's the Yule Scepter. That'll be onto Jonas. Should still have his Blink Initiation if he needs it pretty soon here. We'll see if he can find some sort of Slithering Crush. Another cog pushback. Loda can't even get in. There's the Mech Arteezy looking for Jonas. Cold Snap. They blow him away. 38 seconds on the sideline. No buyback. Poison Nova included. Loda has to pop the Shadow Dance and peace out quickly. Limp cannot afford to die again. He's already lost his Bloodstone charges, and he's down once more. These respawn times are so short, but it might not matter. Alliance have lost just about. They're backing off, happy with what they've accomplished. Loda's looking for something, anything on the back lines. Universe is maybe going to be the one to get caught. Zai, they can't find a disable here. The Chakram Telekinesis, they'll find at least the one. It is a support. but it is a kill, and it will go the way of that Slark. Meanwhile, Jonas on the hunt. Can he find Crit? There's the TP, the Timber Chain. He's going to get out. Crit.
If he gets a Basher, possible solo kills on his side if that's what he gets next, but oh, here we go.
So the Ring Crush, they have the amp damage. Warcry won't help him. He doesn't have an Aegis either. There's the Pounce up. Arteezy's low. Gets the Shadow Word off. They need a couple right clicks. They'll find him. Finally, a huge kill for Alliance. Can they get more off this Universe hookshot? And they'll try to at least push them back. Sunstrike Loda can't afford this. He'll fall. Death Ward going as well. Can they do anything? The Tornado cancels it instantly. Buddha Restoration on. Here comes Lip. Universe getting low, but he will help set up this kill on EGM. The Shadow Word's up. A couple more right clicks. They'll find a double for Sumail, and now it's time to back. Limp and Yodas cannot fight into Sumail, and even TPing out and getting BNB safe about it, but he's going for the AC. He wants to be able to take down buildings rather quickly. Give himself some extra armor. There's the hook shot. They'll find Jonas. The Sunstrike as well. Battery Assault. Almost certainly Jonas will fall. He does get Glimmer Caped and stays alive somehow. Meanwhile, they will pick up another kill. That'll be onto Hanskin. Limp trying to get out. Tornado. It's onto two beautifully. Stormhammer might be here from Arteezy. There's the God Strength. Loda pops up the Shadow Dance. Poison of and the Deafening Blast onto two. Loda will fall. Limp is next with the God Strength. Arteezy just cleaves down another one. They have to buy back on Loda at this point, but I think this might be it. The racks are down.
Is the line? We'll see. They have one more fight in them. All the ults down on EG. They got to make something happen here.
Force forward, Universe. They'll find EGM, and he's going to get battery assaulted. He's barely surviving now, but that should be enough to bring him down. Crit will find that kill. On the backside, Loda looking for more. He's going to get hook shot, and there's the Deafening Blast to clean him away. Loda's able to pounce out, get away from that ice wall. On the other side, Stormhammer, they found Hanskin, and there it is. GG.
Yep, dude, that was actually sick. Universe force-staffed the Witch Doctor himself forward and just cogged instantly. That was just clean as it gets.
That was an impressive display, to say the least. First game for Evil Geniuses. In here, good torrent, but Zai, I don't know if you're going to live much longer here. He's got 2 stacks of the sticky. Loda is chasing him down. He's going to try to eat his way through, but there's the Whirling Death, and one more right click, and Hanskin will get first blood. So Alliance get off to a bit of a fast start here, and that helps them out a lot.
Yep, there we go.
Torrent as well. Limp's already a little bit low. They're going to walk right in, see if they can get the Fortune's End off. Absolutely can. They'll throw up the Torrent as well. Zai should hit this, no problem. And this should be another kill. Although he's taking a lot of damage here, he will inevitably fall. It is going to be the Medusa actually getting the hit from the low ground to get that next kill, of course, on the board.
Yeah, then we see ports with Loda, so they secure Loda a lot of farm, but when Loda has all the farm, it's hard for him to deal with it if he's running at like a Weaver or a Medusa.
I mean, can they gank if they rotate those other 2 lanes? Hold that for a lot. Limp is going to get Fortune's End. There is the Torrent coming in next as well. It'll catch some nice damage, but he's still rather tanky. Sumail trying to right-click him down. There's the Flame Break rotating in Loda. They want to go in with a Reality Rift. He has his stun ready to 2-second one as well. Meanwhile, Ilracol getting low. He'll fall. Limp back up and ready to fight. Firefly up as well. The Disruption being aggressive, but they can't really dive. It's a little too close to the tower. Nice rotation. Yeah. Not switch the lanes up instead and try to find some aggression elsewhere. They're going to look for Sumail mid. Limp's not going to get torrented. Zai was close, but no cigar, as Crit has also TP'd in top lane. Looks like the Weaver is able to get out. He rotates down bottom. EGM getting caught with the bugs. Universe gets off a nice hit, and there's the Grave coming out just in time. Universe getting low, but he will be able to TP out. Arteezy chasing down this kill. He wants EGM. He will find it. Whirling Death not able to do enough damage, and Jonas will just have to watch as his friendly Dazzle goes down. Well, the Courier, it's almost upgraded in 4 seconds. Can they get it? One more right click, and Zai will find it. Nice pickup. There's the X-Marks. They might even find more off this. Hanskin going to get torrented. Disruption might not be there. There's the Fortune's End, and it looks like he will fall to the Purifying Flames. They get the Courier and the kill, Grant.
That is, once again, they're just rolling already. These.
Not really much else to cancel TPs other than that Disruption. Sumail going to get caught here. Disruption will go first. Not much mana. He has the mana shield up with the Mystic Snake coming back. There's the Flame Break, the Firefly. Plenty of damage. The Stick Charge, they actually turned away. They thought they used it already, but they still get the kill. Universe coming in. He has time off to avoid some of this damage. Limp getting a little bit low to the tower hits. But we've seen a lot of Tranquil's boots, but they are going to smoke up X-Marks. They'll find Jonas. They get off a nice Purifying Flames. Torrent will connect as well. Arteezy, the bugs are there. With this damage, it's going to be tough, but he's going to try to turn on these supports. There's another Purifying Flames. The Shikuchi will bring him down. Arteezy gets the job done. Crit very low in HP, a bit concerned for himself, but he's fine.
Yeah, and even
Alliance smoked up themselves. Sumail might be the target. He has some mana, but maybe not enough. Instead, they're going to rotate him, and here's the Firefly looking for the Blink Blast, so they'll find it. Pulling him back, they're going to try to find Crit here. No false promise. He does get off the Fate's Edict, but here comes Loda, and they have more than enough damage, including the Shadow Wave, to bring him down.
Yep, now they can. They can't really push the tower. Look at all of EGR.
Used to seeing that Tranquil drum build. I'm just like, what do you build after Boots of Speed Blink Dagger?
Boots of Travel is a good guess, so he can be all around the map, help Loda get some easy kills.
And it's more about that farm that you were talking about, too. Keep waves pushed out, which they already do a very good job. Here's the smoke gank from Ichi. They get off the boat, as well as the Torrent should connect, and it will. That's a lot of damage. Arteezy's going to try to clean this up, and he will with a couple more right clicks. Meanwhile, though, Purifying Flames actually healing him up. The second one will do the job. Arteezy helping out there as well.
Top lane is smoke though. Limp looking for Sumail. Let's see if he's no ult even.
Firefly, Blink Dagger, Lasso. They're going to find Sumail. He's got plenty of mana. Here comes the TP's in. Good disruption against Universe. He does have that Chronosphere ready, and he can't find the target.
Universe is one of those guys who doesn't use it that sparingly. He'll throw it out for one here, and I'm surprised he didn't use it for that Bat Rider top, actually.
Yeah, he almost caught him, but I think he was a little too far out of range. X marks Hanskin. Looks like he was just trying to D-ward, and even that's not going to be successful. He gets caught. Arteezy will find the last hit. Now jumping in, Blink Lasso, they'll find the Oracle, a great target. Can he get his false promise off? There's the Chronosphere. He's caught in it. It looks like they will get the Oracle, but here comes the Ghost Ship. They might get something bigger for EG. Loda's already damn low. Gets forced back. One more right click once this Grave is down, but he gets the stick off, and they need just a little bit more. He's able to narrowly escape the Swarm. It might connect, and it will. Can he get it off in time? Arteezy with the Shikuchi gets it done. Turning back towards the other side of the fight, Jonas is able to actually get away with little to no mana. They did have the X mark. Time Walk Universe has been scouted. This is a Smoke Anchor, an Invis gank with a Bat Rider. He's got this Lasso. Time Walks away. Firefly should have the Blink Dagger. He does. Force back as well. Time Walk will be back up in a couple of seconds here, but there's the stun. It's a 3-second one as well, and that will secure the kill.
He almost got away there. He saw like the other people grouping up. They're like a Lasso, and they get the Lasso up, and big kill. Now they're just going to push top. Teasing Sumail.
Arteezy, Sumail's set themselves up. They have Zai to help them up, but there's all 5 heroes rotating in from Alliance, looking to find something. A TP coming in as well. Loda's looking for some sort of initiation. Good torrent from Zai to cover the path of retreat. Again, Limp already used that Lasso. He does get the flame break back. Hanskin's coming in. He's got the disruption if need be. X-Marks will go. Doesn't use it just yet, but here comes the ulti from Sumail. Will try to TP out. They need the disruption. Hanskin trying to get it off in time. Can they get Zai? Yes, they can. He gets out a little too early, so the stun doesn't come out from that ultimate from Medusa. It is only a support going down, but still another kill going the way of Alliance.
Exactly. Nice use. We just see him pop.
Good point about the Lincoln Sphere because, of course, the Lasso as well as the CK.
Bottom lane.
And we'll find said CK and EGM as well. He's got the Grave ready to go. Doesn't want to have to use it on himself, but he will instead. Weave will get dropped down, so it's on 2 of those targets at least. Shikuchi, he really wants this kill, and Arteezy with one more auto attack. The Purifying Flame sealing up, but he does fall to the Swarm. And they'll find the CK as well coming out with the Oracle getting that last hit. It's really...
Timbersaw getting involved in fights. I think Loda's been involved in far more fights since Timbersaw.
I don't think I've seen the Timber really contribute to the fight that much. Limp is looking for a target potentially. Blink Lasso, he'll find a good one. It's the Oracle. X-Marks is going to go, and they'll be able to actually get him and keep him alive. There's the Chrono, only onto 1. Great self-disruption coming up from Hanskin to keep his teammate alive. You do have the Chakram coming through as well. Limp now getting caught, still able to Firefly through and stay alive. Good Ghost Ship. Loda as well, getting chopped down. Arteezy wants at least one of these. EGM can't get the Grave off in time. Loda gets inside the base. It's only 1 dead for Alliance, but still... They do lose that team fight even after the Lasso comes out. No Phantasm used. Loda is getting so low. He has to head back to the base. Hanskin now getting chased down. Arteezy wants more. There's the Lincoln Sphere being broken. No disruption for 3 seconds here. Hanskin, can he stay alive that long? I don't think so. Time lapse back for Arteezy after getting that kill. They're looking for more. Limp's now on the hunt. It's 4 heroes here for EG. I don't think he can do anything. He gets X-Marks torn back. He goes in too deep, and now Universe right-clicking him down, still coming in. Jonas is looking for at least 1 kill, but now he's been caught. Raindrop put on cooldown. Purifying Flames. Arteezy going in. Shikuchi right-click. Sure, he's got a lot of armor, but he keeps getting caught by these X-Marks and torrents, and he'll fall for 10 seconds.
Yep, that was just time dilation on the Timbersaw. He's not getting away at that point, and they're just going to shut him down. X marks the spot. Wow. And now Arteezy has a Desolator, 21 minutes. That was a quick second item after that 17-minute Lincoln.
It's starting to all come undone over the past couple of minutes. They lost Loda twice in a row, or at least once, and then he has to back out in the fight. Jonas is still coming in. He just died a second ago. Now coming in. There's the Ghost Ship coming out. The Swarm as well. Jonas is going to get hit, and he's going to drop yet again. Down for 23 seconds. His Bloodstone charge is getting lower and lower. Universe doesn't have his Chronosphere, but they find the Torrent again. Zai is on point with these. The X-Marks are there as well. Sumail finding it double. Might be able to get the triple. Loda has to pop the Phantasm, and he's going to turn. False Promise in time from Crit gets off, and now this fight looking dangerously bad for Alliance. Torrent comes through again. Limp getting low. Great use of that Fortune 10. Loda's going to get caught. Universe still chasing him down. Wants a bash. Does he need it? Doesn't get the armlet toggle off. Arteezy finds another one, and Hanskin feeds him a double and godlike spree for this Weaver.
And that is a 5-for-1 trade. And Timbersaw's down to 5 Bloodstone charges. They're on a roll.
Yeah, they really are. It's turned pretty sour pretty quickly, Grant, I think.
It has. They looked good. Loda had that farm. He had the Midas he was keeping up with there, and all it took was that one fight bottom when him and Dazzle died, and they lost 2 towers, then they lost 5 heroes, then they lost another tower. Especially we talked about Sumail said, if you buy Manta, you're bad at this hero.
I think it's the Lincoln Sphere combination with Manta style, perhaps. Disruption is going to come out. Hanskin has put himself in the corner, literally, and 3 auto attacks will kill him.
Unfortunately, you can't abuse that bug like in Dota 1, where if you were stuck in a corner, you could actually pop up onto the ledge.
Yeah.
Not like that right now.
Yes, it does, just narrowly. Wow.
So nice.
Hanskin, Swarm's going to go. And there's going to be another reality, but this time breaks the Lincoln Sphere instead of the Chaos Bolt. Time Walk Chrono onto 4. And look at this damage coming out already. The Scotty going to work the Desolator, the Torrent onto 3, the Ghost Ship. They're all falling. 3 dead for Alliance, and it might be a 4th. Limp getting slowed down by the Scotty and the stun from Universe. The only survivor, the one hero that wasn't in the Sphere. It's Loda. He's trying to do what he can against Sumail, but that Mana Shield keeping him tanky, and that's it. GG call, 24 minutes. Just about the length of game number 1. EG. Dominant in this series, Grant.
They're very dominant. This game looked a little bit better for Alliance. They were farming, they were doing well, and then just out of nowhere.